world's first hypersonic space plane is to be built by 3D printers. This is going to be built by Australian startup. The world's first hypersonic space plane, 3D printed. The construction of such spacecraft made possible due to jump in 3D printing technologies, and they now allow new heat-resistant and durable metal alloys to be combined and them to be bent into complex components for a scrap jet engine. Australian company, aerospace startup Hypersonic Launch Systems, this is the image of that company rendering to us. It's planning to build a hypersonic hydrogen-fueled space plane that will be capable of sending small satellites into Earth's orbit. And aside from attempting to break through in the industry by creating the first carbon emission-free spacecraft, Hypersonic is also planning to build most of the parts of this, including the engine, using advanced 3D printers at the University of Sydney in Australia. The engineering team of Professor Simon Ringer from University of Sydney will be helping the startup by manufacturing flight-critical parts for the fuselage and the scramjet engine for the spacecraft Delta Velos. And according to Ringer, advanced 3D printers using additive manufacturing technology that's producing parts layer by layer, using special dust-like material, offered numerous advantages. He says you can suddenly take things off the blueprint and off the design chart. We can build shapes and designs in 3D that we could never make before. And this is a totally new way of making metallurgical materials. And he further explains that the 3D printers at the University of Sydney, Darlington campus, it's possible to combine elements from the periodic table into new alloys. These alloys in turn may possess properties useful for the aerospace industry, such as high temperature strength. The maiden flight, they believe, will be in 2023. Before launching production of the full-scale space planes, Hypersonix plans to build a series of smaller proof-of-concept space vehicles using the same hydrogen-powered engines. The final Delta Velos will fly using 6 of them, but the test prototypes will rely on single engine and will have a flight distance of only 500 kilometers. The company Hypersonix expects to conduct the maiden flight for a 3-meter-long DART test spacecraft as early as next year, and should the test be successful, it will be the first 3D printed spacecraft to fly, and the first one to use hydrogen fuel as well, that releases only water vapor as its byproduct. That's amazing. This is just amazing. This is by Tim Corso on Sputnik. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box.